This is for you if you want a specific situation to happen for you, but you let every single situation that is less than that into your life instead, and there's no room for what you actually want. What prompted me to think about this so much was the fact that in a lot of my new connections, whether it was dating or friendship, I felt like I was pulling most of the weight in the beginning, where I was kind of the one getting the ball rolling all the time. Like, I was initiating conversations, I was asking most of the questions. Like, sometimes it almost felt like an interview, and I was asking to hang out. It just felt like it was me all the time. And I think where this behavior came from for me was a time where I told myself that I wasn't social enough, and I basically put pressure on myself all the time to be the one initiating and just asking people to hang out all the time, being involved with social things. And I think I just overcompensated and overdid it. And if I ever didn't initiate something where, like, I don't know, if it was a conversation and it had the chance to become plans or something, or for the connection to be furthered, and I wasn't doing something to further the connection, I basically just told myself that I wasn't being social or initiative enough. So I'm glad that I did this for a while and got that perspective in, and that I know what it's like to be in that position. But yeah, no, I don't want to be in it anymore. So lately, I've taken a much different approach, and I don't want to become a taker. I don't want to become the type of person who just sits back and contributes nothing. So I'm avoiding that. But I don't want to continue to let, like, this anxiety of something fizzling out stop me from calming down and letting other people come to me a bit. If we really lean into the whole get the ball rolling analogy, I want to be in the position where I roll the ball one time, I show my interest one time, like, there you go, it's rolling towards you, and then I don't have to do anything to get the ball rolling back. Like, it either comes or it doesn't. I don't have to call it back to me. I just sit and I wait and I don't pay attention to it. And if, the other person wants to roll the ball back, they will. And if they don't, then they're not for me, and I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to, like, prompt them to roll the ball back to me. I don't need to roll more balls towards them, like, hey, hello, hi. Like, I don't know. That sounds like texting them a million times. That's not really what I would do, but I would, like, if a conversation was really dry and boring, I would just start another one, like, another time, even though there's not really a connection there. Like, I don't need to do that. Like, talking about it, it makes a lot of sense for you to, send your energy out there and just wait around and see if it comes back. Like, that sounds very fair and, like, equal in the, like, interaction where you're not doing too much. But when I wouldn't do that, when I would, like, do something to, like, keep stuff going, I felt like that was the bare minimum that I had to do. I felt like if I didn't do that, I just felt like I wasn't putting in what I could, and that I wasn't, like, showing up as myself or something like that. If a connection is dying and, like, stuff's fading out and you're not doing a bunch of extra stuff to combat it, that's okay. You're not slacking. You're literally just, like, letting something happen the way that it's obviously supposed to. Because if it's dying just because you're not overworking yourself, it's not meant to exist anyway. But getting back to the point here, this is to show that I set up my circumstances in a way that I was attracting situations where I was pulling all the weight. And if I want an equal connection where someone else is pulling their weight too, I'm not gonna get that if I keep existing with the circumstances that I set up where that's not attracted. If I want to attract people who can pull their own weight and, like, put work into the connection with me, I have to actually let that happen. I have to actually stop overworking myself and make space for people who are gonna, start, like, interesting conversations with me, who are gonna make plans with me without me having to ask, and people who, just have stuff that they're bringing to the table instead of just taking off of my table. Like, I don't know. If people just keep taking from you and you keep giving it to them, that's what you're gonna get. But if you stop giving out so much energy and you let other people's energy come towards you, then you've made space for that energy that you want. The only way that you're gonna let other people put their energy towards you is if you're not constantly filling your brain with all of these ways that you feel like you're supposed to be giving your energy to them and all the possible ways that you can show up for them. Like, if somebody wants to, ask you to hang out, but you're already on it, you gotta let them come up with something original instead of just relying on you. Like, if people are only responding to things that you do and you're never responding to things that they come up with, then that's a one-sided thing. If you want something to feel equal, then stop giving out so much energy that it's not. And if you feel like you're doing almost nothing in order to match their energy, then they're almost doing nothing. Why do you like that? Change your circumstances. Stop being the first person for a while. Stop giving out energy first for a while. See what happens. See what happens. I swear, it has changed my life because now I actually have people who approach me, who actually have something to offer me. And that's because I've actually made room for it. My time is not full of people who rely on me for all of the weight of a connection. And paying attention to this has made me notice that I already have people in my life who are fully willing to pull their weight. I just had to put more focus on them and notice more what they were doing, because I don't know, if you're surrounded by takers, you kind of just feel like everyone is taking from you. You don't notice that you have people in your life who would literally stop a war for you, and they're just sitting there and they're just waiting for you to pay attention to them instead of people who literally don't care about doing anything for you. If you want people who pull their own weight so bad, why are you accepting people who don't? Why are you accepting people who are always waiting on you to start a conversation, always waiting on you to make plans, always waiting for you to come up with anything that'll further the connection? You could just not pay attention to them. And then people who actually know what they're doing will come in and you'll be treated right. Stop putting all of your energy into situations that just make you anxious. If you're anxious that somebody's gonna stop talking to you, let them stop talking to you. You either already have people in your life who are willing to pull their own weight that you're just not paying attention to because your attention is going towards your anxiety instead of situations that actually make you feel safe and cared about. Or you have more people to meet who are going to come into your life and actually pull their own weight and treat you how you should be treated and not have you doing all the work. If you want more people to come in your life who have something to offer you, you have to have the space for them to fit into. And you don't have that space if it's all full of you just bending over backwards for other people who are not bending over backwards for you. And for a while, you might not feel like enough. You might not feel like you're doing enough because you're so used to overworking yourself for people. And another really confusing thing that I've been experiencing is worrying that I'm going to the other side where people are just taking and not putting any work in. When you feel like you're not doing enough, you're like, oh God, I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be the person taking so much while other people are doing so much. But after this era you've had of overworking yourself, you know that you can do the work, and you know when you're doing the work. When stuff is going on, instead of just doing what you'd usually do, make sure you're paying attention. Are they returning my energy? Am I returning too much energy back? Am I overworking myself, and are they just kind of cruising? So roll the ball, and if they don't roll it back, that doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. Just let it sit over there. Don't call it back to you. Don't roll more towards them. Just sit. Just live your life. Focus on yourself. You don't need to call the ball back to you. You don't need to do anything. If they don't want to return your energy, that has nothing to do with you. People who are meant for you are not going to make you feel anxious all the time. People who are meant for you are going to roll the ball back without you having to do anything about it. They're just going to return it. And then you can send it back. And then they're going to give it back. You don't have to control the energy. They're going to contribute. They're going to send the energy back. And you're not going to have to bend over backwards in order to reach it. This video is going to be about a lot of different things, like how you don't set up the right circumstances to get a job that you want, or just a million different things, parts of your life. But I just focused on this one because I guess that's what's going on in my mind right now. That's what's been pissing me off lately. So yeah, maybe I'll make a video about others. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. But yeah, my main point here is to stop cooking gourmet meals for people who don't know how to pick up a spatula, because that's what you're doing, and you need to stop. I have no idea if this video turned out good. This is my first time recording in my room under the fear that people outside my room are gonna hear it, and I really don't like that. So hopefully I can keep doing this. Hopefully that doesn't like get the best of me. So thank you for watching, and if you have any opinions on this, please put them in the comments, especially if you disagree with me. I want to know, I want to talk about it. So yeah, thank you, and bye.